Hello everybody, Flik here. It's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we are looking at Jazzpunk, a game that's very hard to fit into one single category. This is a game by Necrophone, and it's been published by Adult Swim Games, which is about as apt a publisher as you could possibly get, because this game elicits a lot of the sense of humour that you would see in many programmes that have aired on the Adult Swim network. I would also compare it to spoof movies of the if I get my words out, the late 80s and early 90s. I would actually, if I wanted to do like a blanket comment, I would say that Jazzpunk is Airplane the game. And Airplane is one of my favourite spoof movies. In fact, it's one of my favourite movies, not even just in the spoof genre of all time. And we're going to get into a new game. Now, usually these Let's Look Ats are a first impression series, however, I have actually finished the entirety of Jazzpunk. It took me 2 hours, which is probably really the only negative I have about the game. So this is more of a review than a first impressions, but we will jump into a new game so that I'm only showing you the start. Now we will see the introduction. I'll talk over it a little bit, but I do want you to enjoy it because it's fantastic. The music in this, which is by one of the two people who made it, Luis Hernandez I believe is the gent's name, really good. It also uses a lot of public domain sound effects and public domain music as well, mixed in, as well as remixes of real music and then just their own unique stuff, which is very nice sounding. That is us, by the way, in the suitcase. We are named Polyblank. We appear to be some sort of semi-mechanical secret agent, and we get sent on missions, as you'll see once this intro plays. So I think I'm going to be quiet now and let you enjoy this. There we have it. You know what that intro reminds me of? I don't know if they still have it, but back in the day, in the early 90s, Sesame Street used to have these fairly psychedelic pinball machine sequences breaking up their episodes. That reminded me of those. So this is how we start. We've came out of our suitcase here. By the way, you move a bit weirdly. I think it's almost like you're on a ball as you move, even though you do leave footprints, which is a bit strange, but still. So as I was saying, the game is very much about the humour, and if you wanted, I think there's about 5 areas in the game in total, 5 levels, whatever you want to call it. If you wanted, I think you could probably do this game in under half an hour, but you would be missing the point completely. The point is to go at a reasonable pace, finding all the little secrets, the little funniest sides. Do you want an example? Let's walk over to this box over here. By the way, we're in Darlington, so I assume we're in London. I'm just a box, leave me alone. See? That's interesting. I wouldn't have seen that had I not pressed the examine button on the box, although I don't think you can do it twice. Oh, you can do it twice, okay. So yeah, if you try and rush this game, you are entirely missing the point. The whole idea is to go at a leisurely pace, although even if you do, as I say, I think I explored everything there was to explore. It took me 2 hours. But you know, there's been plenty of good games like Dear Esther, etc. that don't last a long time, but can still leave you in an impact. Granted, this isn't some kind of moving story, this is a bit silly, but that's also why I like it. It's good that a funny game comes along once in a while, and it genuinely is funny. I would say it doesn't have a lot of the wordplay that spoof movies or, say, like Police Cop, etc. had. There's no, surely you can't be serious, I'm deadly serious and don't call me Shirley. There's no wordplay like that per se, but there's a lot of the similar types of humour that you would get in those movies. Like in Airplane, when they're doing a lot of quick shots near the end, it cuts to the cockpit of the airplane and everybody's randomly playing instruments for no reason. That's the kind of humour this has. So here we are.
Down, honey. The director will be right with you.
Now hopefully you'll be able to have heard her, but everybody in the game speaks with this weird distortion. By the way, I don't know if this is like wearing its influences on its sleeve or not, the fact that all the chairs in here are from an airplane with the airplane logo on them. It's hard to say. And it's weird that sometimes the game implies that you're in Japan, and other times like now. I'm pretty sure Darlington Station is in London, right? I don't actually know the stations in London, but I thought it was. Can we speak to you again?
The director will be with you shortly.
Have to be with me shortly, fair enough. Or we can just have a little look around. Saxophone lessons, acoustic or piezoelectric. Group or private lessons, chords and stilettos. You choose the style you want to learn. Rate is 45,000 yen an hour. Please call Mr. Livermore. And there's a car for sale. Let's sit down then. By the way, originally the game only had tutorial prompts for controller support, but thankfully it has now been patched in that it tells you the keys on the keyboard. So we've been sitting down waiting to get in, and we can peruse the articles, which we will rather.
The director is ready for you.
Wait, well, I'm still perusing the articles. Give me a minute here. Does Verticon scanning cause schizophrenia? See page 56. Reader's digestive organs. Soak the Wetware Enthusiast magazine. Playbot, which is porn for robots presumably. And now we can stand up and go see the director. There's a lot of sound effects that may not get picked up sadly, because I have to kind of balance my audio against the game's. The game has a lot of sound effects that you would expect to hear in the likes of, say, Ren and Stimpy. That kind of cartoon. And a lot of the art when you have to use your hands and feet for specific goals. In fact, rather than tell you about it, I'm going to show you because
we've much business to discuss.
See, another thing that leads me to believe this is London is because he's very clearly got a London accent. But still, there's gum under there. I'm going to examine it. See what I mean? Look at the detail on that hand. Is that not something you would expect to see in Ren and Stimpy or the likes of that? So we're just going to poke. There we go. And we're going to eat the bubblegum because we can. And he wants me to sit down to hear my mission, but there's a whoopee cushion on there, so we all know what's going to happen. Although I could just read this. That is basically what the first mission is. Can I speak to you up here? No. What have you been writing on your screen? Let me have a little look here. Can I get behind here? Initializing, spec, buffer, register, scan. No. By the way, if you bring up the console in this game, you can actually interact with it. Look. Fractal pun algorithm, etc. And you can type help for a list of commands, and there's some cheats you can do. Let's do toggle mustache. That is not where my fingers are. My keys are one space along, thank you. Let's try that again. Toggle mustache. Mustache. Mustache deployed to front lines. I now have a mustache. That's enjoyable. Let's sit down.
Basically, we need you to infiltrate the Soviet consulate. They've taken some of our important technology, and it's imperative that we get it back in the right hands. As per usual, here's your Missional subscription.
Missional is the word he said there.
Money. If you need me, I'll be in the wine cellar.
So the subtitles that appear don't actually always mimic exactly what's being said. It's more like a succinct version of what is being said. So here we have our missional. Take one capsule every mission or until reality is sufficiently augmented. And then it has missional amphetamine dextrose for Mr. Homer Dudley, Dr. Homer Dudley, for John Doe. And if we look behind the desk to hear where that strange noise is coming from, that's where the wine cellar is. He's just sleeping under his desk because Jazzpunk. That's why. And now we're going to eat one of our missional to go on the first mission of the game. Now, the first mission of the game, I think, actually has the most stuff to interact with, which it disappointed me at first when I got to, like, oh, also seizure warning. That's the only time it happens. Although actually later in the game there's a stage which made me have very sore eyes afterwards. It was a bit unfortunate, but still there's a lot of like flashing and mixed colour. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, like this is the first stage. If I wanted to do this mission as quickly as I could, I could do it in under 2 minutes. Easily under 2 minutes. But that, as I said earlier, would be missing the point. But that said, this first stage has the most stuff to do, and when you get to the second stage actually has the least stuff to do out of all the stages you go to. And that made me a little bit uncomfortable, because I was like, oh, did you put all that stuff into the first stage because you knew that would be the stage people would use in their videos and to cover for reviews and whatnot, because you wouldn't want to spoil anything? But thankfully, after the second stage, there is a lot more to do. Still, this has the most stuff in it. So you may have also saw someone hiding in the trees, by the way. It's probably best not to think about that. There he is there. And we can just... I'm going to randomly go... Well, it's not random because I think I've cleared everything there is to do in this stage previously. I'm going to go around and show you some of my favourite things you can do in this stage. I might end with actually finishing the mission. And... well, let's start with this.
Believe in yourself.
Fission chips over there. Nuclear fission chips, presumably.
Best friends forever.
Anything else?
I know where you sleep at night.
Okay, I'll be going now. And get ready for something. Oh, hang on a minute. See, look, I leave footprints, but I move like I'm on a rubber ball. It's weird. President calls robot leprosy a good thing. Neurotech invents 10-armed octopus. Sounds mildly sexual. Everybody loves a good Wilhelm scream. What have we got down here? Let's see. I don't have any money for this, right? No, I don't.
It's all about the jazz, man.
The jazz is what it's all about, I agree.
I got a partition. Goes like this. Diddle bop, doop bop, doop bop, dee.
I enjoyed that, thank you.
I got some upcoming gigs. Almost a terabyte.
That's a computer joke. Can I steal your money? I can.
Whoa, you crazy.
But what if I give you the money?
You're a pretty happening cat, brother.
You gonna play a song for me now? No? I'll just take your money again then.
Crazy.
And invest in a paper. Uneventful news day seizes a nation. Moon explodes. See page 63. You shouldn't smoke in public. That's what you deserve, quite frankly. I'm going to take some more money there. And I think I'll just be ignoring the robot hooker because I value my YouTube channel. And instead get distracted by the Jazzpunk SNES cartridge there. So yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of spoof-esque humour in this, but a lot of it is also game-related. There is numerous references to Warcraft, to what else? I'm trying to think offhand. Street Fighter, there's tons of Street Fighter references. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there's all sorts. What do we have here? Fist, yes.
Take this degausser. Use it to scramble 3 carrier frequency pigeons.
Okay.
Hit each pigeon 3 times in order to degauss it.
Why?
I have chronic reptile dysfunction.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
The rooster is wearing sunglasses. I repeat, the rooster.
He said the rooster is wearing sunglasses, but the subtitle said the eagle is wearing a wig.
Nice try. My cranium is 90% lead.
Damn. See what else we can do. What happens if I hit the robot hooker with this? Oh, she likes it. Okay, we'll not be doing that then. Keep an eye out for pigeons. Why have you got googly eyes on you? Oh yes, to examine stuff I have to put away the degausser. Do I not get to do that now? Because... oh, that's a shame. See what else we've got. I like this tramp character.
I'm pretty sure you stole my laptop. My jetpack's piece of crap.
So's mine.
You gotta get your own peanut butter.
Yeah, you don't want to share peanut butter.
The government.
Hmm.
You gotta look behind you.
Well then. Aha! Also, this is a good reference. There are also movie references, and you're about to see one now. Eventually. Not quite straight away. But we're going into Joe's Think Pizza, and yep, we're in another game. So, along with spoofs and wordplay and silly toilet humour and things. Well, actually, there's not much toilet humour, there's a little bit. Yeah, there's also these kind of different sequences where you're within a different type of game. This is, I guess, like... well, it's obviously survival horror because these are like zombies basically, but they're pizzas because we're in the world of pizza. There's also a Quake parody, there's a Street Fighter-esque one. There's a few more I don't want to mention, I'd rather you kind of find them for yourself. Ow. As far as I'm aware, it's not actually possible to die here. I don't think you even have a health bar per se. Mmm, lovely pizza bread, yum yum yum. And we're going to the pizza cabin. By the way, the clouds are mushrooms. Mushroom clouds. It works on 2 levels, it's clever. And the one with the evil face is the boss. And he no longer has a lower jaw. I'm tempted to let them hit me for a little while just to see if you can actually lose this, but I don't think you can. So we're just going to kill this killer pizza. Die. You dead? No, you reset. There you go. Who puts kiwi on a pizza? Ugh. Okay. All work and no play makes Jack a dull pizza. All work and no toppings makes Jack a dull pizza. All work and no play, and so on and so on. And then we get a nice little bit of Evil Dead. And it's over. Wasn't that a nice little aside? What else can we do over here? We can go see a movie, although I just noticed that there's a pigeon up there. Now this fires a bit weirdly. Spam the button! Spam! Gotcha. And the pigeon drops number 5 pheromone, Eau de Pigeon. So let's go find someone to spray with that. You'll do. I can only apologise. You're always getting taken away. I salute you, sir. Well done. Can I examine this now? Probably not. No, I shouldn't have fired at it. See if I can find out. There's another pigeon over there. I just saw it flying around. Let's see if we can go get that. So that's what happens when they're degaussed. They kind of glow. It's a bit weird. So once again, everything I'm doing now, absolutely nothing to do with the objective. Absolutely not a damn thing. What do you want? Would you like some gum? Yes, please.
My eyes.
Mm-hmm. We're in the Xerox Park. There we go.
Do I have something on my face?
A little bit, yeah. Let's see if we can just... Oh, there we are. Yep. There we are.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Okay, I love you. Goodbye. Oh, that's a pigeon. Spam the button. There we go. And another Eau de Pigeon. Thank you. Let's spray you. You getting taken away as well? Yeah, you are. Sorry. Right, so there's one more pigeon to get, and it's sitting on that man's head.
I placed my organs in a Faraday cage for just such an occasion.
I'm not sure what he said there, I missed that. Something about putting it in a Faraday cage. Oh, so the scrambler didn't work on him, yeah. I know what a Faraday cage is. Well, that's the 3 pigeons degaussed, but I kind of want to spray this on someone else anyway. Let's spray it on the guy sitting on the bench.
Come back when you're talking to Guffin.
Oh, he's immune to the pigeon's power, and I just got an achievement, Essence of Pigeons. I must have missed that the first time. I guess that's for using up all the pheromones rather than just a couple. Right, where was the guy who gave me that mission? He's down here, I think. Also, if you jump from a height, you bounce. Oh! Payback. Bastard. Here he is.
Thanks for collecting the pigeons. This is my Mima's secret pigeon pot pie recipe.
This works in real life, by the way.
Please wait while they bake.
Okay.
Just like Mima used to make.
No.
I have 4th degree burns all over my entire face. Ah, it burns.
Helping is fun. So I will kind of run around and do a few more random things here, and I will also kind of start recapping my thoughts in a review form rather than first impressions. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with Jazzpunk. It's just annoying that the time with Jazzpunk was so damn short. I really honestly wish there was more here, but if this really was a 2-person game, it's no surprise that there's only like 2 hours worth of content if you go looking for everything. And I will reiterate, if you don't go looking for everything, you're entirely missing the point of playing this game. This is enjoying the journey rather than trying to get to the destination as fast as humanly possible. It just does not work like that. Oh, what do we have here? Extra strength Placebex. Oh, good lord, what does this say? Do not use over or underwater. For fast effective release of everything and anything causing physical or psychological distress. Dosage for humans over age of consent, 1 caplet as often as necessary. Dosage for simulants, 1 caplet every 108.034 clock cycles. Medical ingredients, cornstarch and glucose. Keep out the reach of larvae. Oh, never take Placebex after taking missional. I think I'm having a psychotic episode. Oh dear. Yeah, so as I was saying, now the only thing that's disappointing, as I was saying already, numerous times, is the length of the game, but also in comparison to the price tag. The price tag, I'm recording this while it's still on its week sale, or its opening week sale rather, so it's down to £9 or something like that. The normal retail price is £11.99. Now, as much as I like Jazzpunk, and keeping in mind its length, what the... Did that bin just kick my ass? It looks like it did. I was trying to talk to Johnny too, who just died. Oh well.
You're late. Find the mailbox marked with chalk on the side. You'll receive further instructions from there.
You're totally derailing my chain of thoughts here.
Underwear. No, wait. I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. And then I'd have to resurrect you. Locate the mailbox.
Yeah, I heard you. So yeah, it's off-putting to pay that much for this game, even though I enjoyed it as much as I did. If you're not into spoof, wordplay, silliness, game parody, if you're into a challenge, then this isn't for you. But if you're after just a good time and are willing to pay that for a game that isn't massively long, oh, there's the chalk mark.
There's a man in the park sitting on a bed.
Then I think Jazzpunk is for you. And if you're not sure, wait for another sale. That would be my overarching opinion. But it is a very enjoyable game if you like to laugh.
The onion is in the ointment. I repeat, the onion is in the ointment. The frog is in the omelet. Repeat, the frog is in the omelet.
Yeah.
I subsist on stamps and rainwater.
So do I.
The show is starting shortly. This is gonna be very bad. Go on.
Yep. Hello, Woody Allen. Why are you standing outside a cinema? Oh, I sure hope this isn't copywritten. It doesn't look like it is.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Do you mind?
I don't mind at all.
What's your problem?
Yeah, show me some respect. Kneel down, bitch. Sorry, that was very offensive. I shouldn't have said that.
Keep your food to yourself.
When I went to see the X-Files movie with my friends, they found it so boring that they took to throwing popcorn at everybody in the cinema. And I've never been so embarrassed in my life.
I don't really care if you leave now. You've already paid your admission.
Oh, I had admission. I could have actually paid to get in. Whoops. Oh well. That's not suspicious at all. Right, I think to end on, there is a lot more to do out here, by the way. There's at least one more side quest I know of. I'll go give this I believe they refer to it as the MacGuffin. I shall give it to the person it belongs to, and then I'll go do this mission because I just want to show off a couple more of the fun things you can see.
Have a seat. Locate the newspaper box marked with a piece of chewing gum.
What if I don't want it? There we go. Yeah, I'm going to ignore that. I'm also not going to go into my reasons, but to get into the upper floor of this building, to do stuff... Oh, actually, there's a paper here to read, and a plant that's a political prisoner. Where does this say? Temporal shifting decriminalised. Timeheads celebrate by going back in time, and then Megalocop CEO declares Uno. So we need to get into the upper area of this building. Oh, hang on a minute. Readme.txt. Transferring from desktop. Do you get it? Because it's a desktop. If you don't find that funny, get out. Also, it's funny because Russians like vodka. There is some mildly racist stereotypes in the game, I should point that out, especially in the second stage in which you're in Japan. So we're just going to go, ooh, no, we're just going to go, ooh, oh, 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 there we go, oh, there we are. We made it lunchtime in order to gain access to the building. Once again, reiterate, there's a lot more to have been done around here. You can get into that hotel over there, there's a mission on the roof, there's other people to talk to. I didn't even finish that mailbox quest, so yeah, there's a lot more. You can talk to those guys, you can phone a cheat helpline, you can play a text adventure on that console you can bring up there. But I'm just going to try and finish the first stage to give you a little quick look. So you can pick up Jazzpunk via the official Necrophone website, or you can just get it on Steam. This will be posted after the opening week sale ends, I think, so... Combat roll. I believe you can play Space Invaders here. You can. Watch as I shoot through my own shield. So I'm concentrating. There goes all my shields. I'm shooting where they're going to be, not where they are. Drop down, increase speed, reverse direction. Phage complete. And then we can go on this one. And some kinky music plays. See, up until the censored part appears and then you realise it's cells having sex, that was very like more of the Sesame Street weird random asides they would have. By the way, I love this. That music is playing in the background is the sound alike of the ending music to the Portal 2 co-op stuff, which I like a lot. Which is also probably why it looks like, at least I think it is. If it wasn't on purpose, it sounds very, very similar to the end credit music of the co-op stuff in Portal 2. Why has that camera got a cigarette? I never noticed that the first time. Autoropter. Anyway, we're just going to circumvent reality here because we need to get the secret files. Comrade Crunch, I see. Again, if you have no idea what I'm doing, don't worry about it too much. I'm just kind of pushing on a little bit because I want to finish the mission. I don't want to go into too much detail about what I'm doing here. Although actually, I do quite want to phone Satan real quick, so just bear with me a second here. Yeah, we're just going to dial Satan. He's never got any time for me. There, there's a lot more numbers you can dial on that, by the way, for the record. But here's what we're looking for. I cannot read what that says on it. It's thermomagnetic something or other. So now I'm just going to do something incredibly immature and photograph my rear end. Conveniently also doing it in the game at the same time. Thank you. We're going to use this to get out of the room. That work? There we are.
Welcome back, Dr. Buckley.
Dr. Buckley, yep. Now this is one of my favourite references. GoldenEye! And then floor lubricant sends me flying into the trash. And we're just going to go down here, and that is the end of the first mission. So as it kind of goes into a post-stage weirdness where I'm throwing breadcrumbs for koi fish, I'm just going to wrap up and say this was Jazzpunk. Other than the price, I highly, highly recommend this if you enjoy gaming references and silliness. It's a lot of fun, and I'll let the director set up the next stage. I like that played Durante music when I hit him with that.
There's a biotech engineer working for Ratio Corp. Inside connections seem to have afforded him a particularly valuable artificial kidney.
Okay.
Estimated value on the red market's over 25 billion yen. We need you to extract this from him at any cost. Improvise. I know you'll do well by me. If you don't mind, I've got a landline to install.
Bye. Yeah, so as I was saying, I do highly recommend the game as long as you can see past the price. Also, he's now sleeping upside down. And if you can't see past the price, I would still recommend the game, but just maybe wait a little bit and get it on offer. It is well worth playing if you like to laugh. I know I already said that, but I'm reiterating it because that's going to be my final thought. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more gaming stuff, and check the description box below for links to the Steam store page and so on. My name has been Flik, and ta-ta for now.